Hi, I'm Bob at bobgill.com, and this video I have here describes how to create a monthly loan amortization file using Microsoft Excel. It can also be done with Google Sheets. And I found this file to be very helpful to compare loans, to figure out your payments, how much interest you're going to pay on the loan, and several things. You can actually know everything about your loan before you go to that car dealership. Go to the internet and go to bobgill.com/loan, and you'll find the semi-completed spreadsheet right here. If you get frustrated with this, I have the completed spreadsheet download here also, but it would be good to watch the end of this video so you can make adjustments to this spreadsheet if you like. So to download the template that we're going to complete in Excel, I just click on this top one right here, open it up, and you'll see that there's a new car and a new car comparison. And the reason I did this is there's certain situations where, for example, a friend of mine, this actually happened to him, where he had an $18,000 pickup he was going to buy. So I'll put $18,000 here. Okay. And they said that if you take a $1,000 rebate, your interest rate is going to be 3.9%. Okay, so he'll have an interest rate of 3.9. Whereas if he took a 0 down payment, his interest rate would be 0%. So takes a $1,000 rebate, he's got a higher interest rate. No interest on this, but he's got the down payment is 0. And now I'm just going to put a formula in here. And to do a formula, you start out with an equal sign, and we can just click on the 18,000 minus, click on the 1,000, hit enter, and we got 17,000 there. And both of them were for a 60-month period, a 5-year period. Okay, let's do that here also. We go equal, click on the 18,000 minus the down payment, click on that, hit enter, it's still 18,000. And they were both 60 months. Okay, so let's see what the payment, what would you guess would be the best way to go? And well, let's find out. So we're going to go equals PMT bracket, the rate, which is in this case 3.9, but that's the yearly rate. We have to divide that by 12. And then we put comma, and then they want the NPER, which is the number of months. We click on 60, comma, we put a negative sign, and we click on the 17,000 because that's after the rebate. We want to choose the loan amount, and we end the bracket or end the parenthesis and hit enter. So he's going to pay $312 a month getting this down payment, this rebate of $1,000. Now let's see if this is better. And he thought that this would be the best way to go because the interest rate is 0. So let's see if he's right. Equals PMT bracket. Whoops. Start out with an equal sign, PMT bracket, parenthesis, and you're going to do the rate, which is 0%, divide that by 12, comma, and then the next thing is the number of months is 60, just like the other one, comma, negative, and then you click on the loan amount, which is 18,000. What do you think is going to happen? He would pay $300 a month instead of $312. So taking the $1,000 rebate, that's what the dealer thought would be the best. It wasn't. It was better for him to take the 0% and not get the rebate because he's only paying $300 here, whereas $312 here. So that's what you got to check out. Sometimes they'll give you a deal and you don't know what's the best. So with that in mind, now we're going to do the monthly part. This part is very helpful. You can do any loan using this part up here now, but let's get out the number of payments. First thing I'm going to do is put in the balance equals 17,000, and this one is going to be equal, and it's going to be 18,000 is the balance. Okay. Now the number of payments. If we just put a 1 here, the copy feature for Excel and Google Sheets, if you go to the right corner, it turns into a black plus sign. But Excel is not smart enough that it's going by 1, so it's going to just put 1s all the way down. what you need to do is tell Excel the sequence. So the second number's 2. If I want to count by ones, I got to go 1, 2. If I want to count by twos, I'd go 1, 3, and so forth. It needs 2 of them to be able to compare them. So we drag that down, and then it will count down. Same way with the date. Let's say the first payment is the 25th of 2018. And we can't just drag that down because you'd have a payment every day, which wouldn't be good. So we delete that. We need a sequence. We need a second one to be able to do a sequence. Second one's going to be 525/2018. And when it knows the sequence, it's got 4 and 5. It's monthly. It knows the sequence. You can drag down and it will put those in there. Okay? And I can actually copy and paste that over here. But just to show you that one more time, I'll put 1, 2, highlight both of them, down, 9 payments. 4/25/2018, and then 5/25/2018. We have the sequence. We can highlight both of them, take them down, and do them. So it's exactly the same. Now we need to go down to 60 months. So I'm just going to take these last 2 here. We can do 2 of them at once. We don't have to do one and then the other. We can highlight both of these sequences at once, drag it down to 60, and you see it's counting for us right here. We take it down to 60, and we will have our loan paid off in 2023 of March. Okay, and let's do the same thing over here. We're going to take 2 of them, and both of them at the same time. We'll highlight both of those sequences and drag it down to 60. Okay, here comes 60. It slows down a little bit, and there, 60. So that's all set up. Now the next part of this is kind of easy thing. We're going to take this balance, take it times the monthly interest, and that'll be the payment. You'll know how much interest paid, and so forth and so with. Anyway, first of all, the payment, we want to go equal, and the payment is $312, which is D8. Now, if I hit enter and I drag that down, we have a mess because it wants to go D8, E8, D8, D9, D10, which is not good. We need to make that absolute. So to make that absolute, we just go on here, we double click right here, and we hit an F4, and it puts dollar signs, makes it absolute. So when we drag that down now, since it's absolute, it's going to stay 311 all the way down. And do not just type this in from up here, because this is not exact. This is exact because it's copying it off of that payment. This could be 3156. It could be a lot more decimals. Anyway, so copy that formula down here, and D8 goes all the way down because it's absolute. Interest paid is this amount, and we're going to take it times, and I'm going to put a parenthesis. I'm going to do the interest rate, and again we have to do F4 to make it absolute. You can type those dollar signs in manually also, but F4 or Shift F4 will put those dollar signs in. Divided by 12, parenthesis, hit enter. So you're actually paying $55.25 of interest here. And the actual principal paid is equal the payment minus what you pay interest. So what you're actually paying on the loan is $257.06. And if you subtract that from the $1,700, equal 1,700 minus 17,000, sorry, minus the 27, not the interest, just the amount paid, and you actually owe 16,742. In comparison here, we have the payment, and then we'll just do this again for to make it for reinforcement. We go equal the payment and then hit the F4 to put the dollar signs on there. We do the interest paid is equal, and even though it doesn't have any interest, we want this in case there's interest in both of these. It would be the balance due times, parenthesis, the interest rate, and then do the F4 for the dollar signs, /12, which is going to be 0. You subtract the 2 to get the balance. I'm going to have to shrink this in a little bit more. Oops, I put this in the wrong spot. Let me delete that. The balance is actually over here. Oh, and then I need to go equal, and I need to take the balance from up here. Sorry about that. Okay, so the principal paid would be equal this amount minus this amount, and we get $300. You're paying all principal, and we subtract the 2, the 18,000 minus the 300, and you're actually ahead in the game right now. Over here, you're actually in better shape over here than over here. But, and you notice down here we get number signs here. It's because this column isn't wide enough. And so you go up on the column up here, and if you can stretch it out, or you can double click. Double clicking gives you the perfect fit. Okay, now same way with here, perfect fit. And let's shrink this up just a little bit more too, so we can see. Okay, whoops, whoa. Okay, other direction. Sorry about that also. And now we need to shrink it a little bit more. So we're almost done here. So we have our 3 figures right here that haven't been completed. We have this that hasn't been completed. So we actually can highlight 1, 2, 3, all of these right here. And let me go down a little bit farther here. Okay, then I have to double click again up here to get it the perfect fit. Okay, perfect fit so we can see. Now, so if we take, these have already been done here, so we're just taking this, 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 and this, and we're copying this down. We drag it down to 60, and you'll notice that you are going to have 0 amount left. Okay, same way when you drag this down, you take this, 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 go to the corner where the black plus sign, drag it down to 60, and again it's going to be $0. So this is all the monthly monthly payments right here, and again it would be better to not take the rebate and to go with 0%. But what if they gave you a 1.9% interest rate with the rebate? Then your payment, you can see that it would be better to go this direction. So anyway, you can just keep putting different amounts in here, and the spreadsheet will adjust. If your spreadsheet's not working the way you like it to, go to bobgill.com/loan and download the finished version, and then just go play with it. I hope this is beneficial, and you have a great day. Bye.